Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the check date format on the customer card or vendor card. So I will focus on the vendor card for now, but the customer side is the same, okay? So I would like to talk about the check date format. So it's not only on the customer vendor card, it's also on the bank account card. And what is this used? And if you don't set it up properly, then you will see the error message as I see here. Then it tells you can now use the blank check date format with a Canadian style check because the database I'm using is the so it doesn't matter what version you are on NAV or Business Central. I'm using Business Central on-premise version 14, and the reason it's telling you like the Canadian style check image is used because on my bank account card I have a country region code which is set up as a CA. And so that country region code on the bank account card together with your company information country region code will determine what style, either is US style of check image or Canadian style check image is going to be used, okay? So in most of the Dynamics NAV or Business Central implementation, we do not ask the customer to fill in the check date format on the vendor card or customer card separately. We only ask them to fill it in on the bank account card normally, okay? So you could see in this example, so how did I get this error message? It's like when I try to print a check and I click on print a check, then I got this error message. But you could see on this payment journal line, I have a vendor I set up here. On the vendor card, I didn't set up set up the under the payments fast tab. I didn't set up any check date format or check date separator. So it will be very painful, like you have hundreds of vendor or customer record. You need to set up these individually on the vendor customer card. Even you can use a configuration package, but it's not required actually. So there's a solution for you. If you don't want to set it up individually on the vendor card or customer card, what you can do here is on this bank account, on your bank account card, as I said, the country region code determines the image it's using, right? So you can simply remove this country region code, and then you go back. So this is the simplest solution. Then you go back to print your check. Then you will get rid of the arrow, so it allows you to print the check. You could see the check I printed just now, and this check is $4,850.91. Is this check, okay? So this is the simplest solution. But for some customers, they do not want to remove the country region code on the bank account card. They still want to keep it. If you still want to keep it, then you have to fill in. Then you have to fill in it separately on the vendor customer card, okay? Then you have to go to, I just change it back. I just put that country region code back to the bank account card. And because of that, then I have to put in the check date format now, okay? I have to put it in. I can put in a separator here. Then if I go back to print my check, also I will not see any error message, okay? I still can print it, okay? And so two solutions. If you don't want to define individually the check date format on the vendor card or customer card, then you can set it up on the bank account card and remove the country region code on the bank account card. That's the simplest solution. Solution 2, you have to define it on the vendor card or customer card. Actually, if you look at the earlier Microsoft official document, which is for NAV 2009 SP1, and it's a North America local, you could see the explanation here. So on the bank account card, right? So it's talking about on the bank account card, then if you do not have if you set up the check date format as a blank, so then it will come from the Windows regional settings. It gives you this, okay? And then it tells you to print checks or refunds with this setting. So to print the checks, all refunds with these settings, these fields must be defined on the relevant vendor or customer card. Otherwise, the system uses a default setting. It did tell you if you do not define those fields, it's possible. Then it's possible because the system is going to use the default setting. And what is the default setting? The default setting will be your Windows regional setting. That's the default setting, okay? But the thing is, like, it doesn't work that way. Even in the official document, it tells you that way. It doesn't work like that, because I did a testing. Like, I changed my region setting. Originally, my region setting was set up as a United States. I changed it to English Canada. And I changed my country or region to Canada. I also changed the date formula, the date format to be the same. Is the month, day, year, the same format. But it doesn't work. Even I reboot my computer. So even in the official document, it says this way, but it doesn't work that way. So if you don't want to use the solution 1, the simplest solution, or solution 2, define it on the vendor card, then solution 3, you can ask your developer to insert 1 or 2 lines of code just to insert the check date format into the vendor table as a trigger when you try to print a check, right? Just trigger it to insert the check date format if it's blank. You can do something like that. So the reason is, like, if you check, this is a check report. You have multiple check reports. So 1401 is one of them. And you have some other check report as well, which is different check format you can use. But no matter which check report you are looking, then you could see this part of a code. So in the general journal line table, then it's looking for these records, right? The account type is vendor. If the vendor check date format is blank, then it just gives you this error directly. It's not looking like it's not looking for any Windows operating system regional setting. It's not looking at it at all. So it just pop up the error directly. So that's why you only have 3 solutions. So you change the regional setting will not work. So solution 1 is the simplest one. You remove the country region code on the bank account card, because that country region code on the bank account card are not used. I don't think it's used on any reports like you print out from NAV or Business Central. So you can remove it. I don't think it will cause you any issue. Okay, and I saw many of our customers, they don't have that country region code on their bank account card. They have it at blank. It never caused them an issue that way. You could think about like that's only for you. If you put that country region code, that will be used to limit you to print either the Canadian or US check image. If you don't have that limitation, you can remove it. You don't want to have that limitation, you just remove it, because it's not used any other areas to print a report or anything. So that's the simplest solution. And you don't want to do it, then you have to define the check date format on the vendor card. Or you still do not want to do it, then you ask the developer to insert the code for you to automatically, you can keep the country region code on the bank account card, and you do not need to fill in the check date format on the vendor card. You can still use the more general setting from the bank account card, because you have the check date format and separator on the vendor card. You also have it on the bank account card. The one on the bank account card is more general, and the setting on the vendor card is more specific. If you do define on vendor card, that setting will override the setting on the bank account card. If you don't, then it will use the bank account card settings. So it depends on how you want to use it. If you don't want to define on the vendor card, you don't want to remove the country region code on the bank account card, then you can ask us, the third solution is ask the developer to insert code. So when you print a check, then just automatically insert the check date format to the vendor for you to be able to print a check. And I don't see the region settings change. When I tested it, does not work. So that will not be a solution. Yeah, so I saw there are some forums, Dynamics NAV user group forums is talking about this, like this existing some NAV 2013 version, but it still exists. Like even I'm using Business Central, this issue still exists. So the simplest way is remove the country region code from bank account card. Okay, that's my suggestion. Hope that helpful. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I hope to see you guys again next time.